Show me the money. It's time to talk finance. It's time to talk global economics. Bitcoin has been riding for the past few days. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Let's put her up on the screen. There she go. There she go with her sexy ass. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin just to doing what she want to do. Let's look at the 5-day chart. Look at that 5-day chart. 10K off this bottom. 10K up off this bottom. Shout out to everybody that bought the dip. Shout out to everybody that bought the dip. This is stellar work. This is stellar work. We're seeing great strides in the crypto space. Crypto up, markets up. Yeah, we eating. Yeah, we eating. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Great things happening there. Okay. See the flag? See that flag right there? You see the flag right here? Yeah, it's a bullish signal. It's a bullish signal right there when you see that flag. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Should have been in. You should have been in. Okay? You should have been in. For all my gamblers out there. Yeah, Syscoin been roaring too. Syscoin just broke 40 cents. We coming back slowly. You know, when Syscoin hits 20 cents, I'll be very fucking happy. Yeah, Syscoin's moving. Syscoin's moving. I checked it this morning. I check all my stuff every morning. I keep three things on my phone: Bitcoin, Syscoin, and Solana.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
That's what's on my screen. Pure crypto. Pure crypto. You know how Apple lets you get the little widget? Yeah. Three price points I keep track of. Okay. Well, no. For my gamblers, Alphabet. Alphabet has earnings calls tomorrow. Okay. People that don't know, Alphabet is the parent company of Google. So maybe you want to pull out, your options trading. I don't know. Tesla earnings hit yesterday. They missed expectations, but apparently it was priced in. However, they beat margin expectations. That means they're making the car cheaper than ever. Okay. They're making the car cheaper. They're making more money per vehicle. So I don't know what's going on in there, how they refined the process. But after earnings call, Tesla shot up. It went up. So, that's why I didn't play options on that, because I didn't know which was going to go. I'm like, Also, Elon said he's stepping down in May. He's stepping down from Doge in May. Yeah. Stepping down from Doge in May, allegedly. Some news reports have said he's not stepping down, but according to the earnings call, he said in May. He's going to focus on AI and autonomy, basically autonomous vehicles, I guess, or the autonomous technology. So, yeah. So Tesla stock is up. Shout out to my Tesla holders. I do hold Tesla. I definitely hold Tesla. I definitely bought some of the dip too. I had to. Yeah, I had to. So, if you bought that Bloody Monday, allegedly they called it, probably a happy camper right now. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Meantime, Trump is making moves. Big Daddy Trump, Pauls, is making moves just in. According to Bitcoin Magazine, Trump signed an agreement with Bitcoin and crypto exchange Crypto.com to launch ETFs. Trump ETFs coming soon? What? I ain't never seen a president make these type of moves a day in my life. This is wild. This nigga got a crypto ETF coming. They're tearing down all the crypto barriers, and Trump like, yo, why y'all tearing down these barriers? Let me throw these products up real quick for y'all to get into. You know what I'm saying? When am I getting my ETF? I need an ETF ASAP, man. Yeah, Trump coin is up 45% last time I checked off the lows. That's not saying much because it had crashed all the way to like damn near zero, something like that. But the Trump coin had jumped up. Amazing things are happening. Amazing things are happening in the world of crypto. But something else is happening in the world of crypto. Something that
Hotep Jesus
has talked about ad nauseum over and over again. We've talked about this subject matter. There it is. PayPal. 3.7% reward on their stable coin. PayPal plans to offer users a 3.7% return if they hold the company's stablecoin in their PayPal or Venmo wallets. The company plans to roll this offering out this summer. Rewards will accrue daily and be paid out monthly with the goal of encouraging adoption of the stablecoin on the PayPal network. Now, if you guys read my report on CBDCs, I said that one of the ways they get adoption is through basic bribes, right? You get adoption through bribes, and this is a bribe. It's basically saying, hey, take those dollars. You know those dollars you got sitting in the bank that's not making you no money? Yeah, go ahead, convert those to stablecoin, okay, and get this 3.7%. I mean, who's not going to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hotep Jesus.
I'm definitely going to do this. I mean, I got to take something and put it there. You know, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Currently, holders of the USDC stablecoin and Coinbase can earn 4.1% rewards in the United States. Coinbase had a half ownership stake in USDC until transferring it to Circle, but it still earns more interest on stablecoin assets than Circle. Yeah. So this is like I said, man. Some of y'all talking about y'all ain't gonna be in crypto. You ain't got no choice. It's coming. It's going to engulf you. The Bank of International Settlement said we have reached critical mass. And they're right. The Genius Act happening in Congress. We're waiting for the House and Senate to agree on that thingamajiggy. See what happens on that. It's been having bipartisan support, so we'll keep an eye out on it. Meantime, Vietnam starts trade talks with the United States of America, aka Donald Trump. Yeah, Vietnam said, all right, that's enough. We had enough. You know, we got to sell these Nikes. We got Nikes just sitting in the closet. We got to ship them out. Trump, let's come to the table. Let's figure something out, okay? Meanwhile, we got the trade wars, the Cold War with China happening right now, okay? And Besant has made a few comments. And my highlights have disappeared, probably because they edited the article. So let's dive into it. So Besant on Wednesday, today, said there is an opportunity for a big deal here. Now, these comments were part of the reason why you see the boom in the markets today, okay? It's part of the reason why you see the boom in the markets today. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and let's look at the heat map. Let's Let's pull it up on the screen. And as you can see here, look at the markets. Just look at this. Just you look. Looks like we got a little bit of red and non-durables. Health got and tech a little bit. Tech is up. Tech is up almost all across the board. Retail is doing all right. Finance is doing all right. Sleeper stock that got dividends is Amex. Just in case y'all need a pick of the week, not financial advice, do your own research. But Amex is a looker. Let's just say it's a looker, okay? Amazon is a looker. I'm sorry, American Express is a looker. All right, and it pays dividends, healthy dividends on the Amex stock. Take a look at it. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like it or not. It's the 5-day chart right there. I mean, just look at the 5-year chart. I mean, you know, it's everywhere you want to be. I know that's Visa, but who cares? Anyway, let's go back. So Besant says if they want to rebalance, let's do it together. And this is during an appearance at the Institute of International Finance in Washington, D.C. He says this is an incredible opportunity. I think if Bridgewater founder Ray Dalio were here to write something, he would call it a beautiful rebalancing. Now we know Ray Dalio, when the Trump tariffs started out, Ray Dalio, one of the most successful investors of all time, he came out and he gave some warnings. He wrote this long ass diatribe about the tariffs. I gotta be honest with you, I started reading the first paragraph and I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Love the guy. I just didn't want to hear his bullshit that time. You know, I'm just like, this is just way too negative. I don't want to hear your bearish takes. You're gonna have to step your shit up, Dalio. Okay, this is 5D chess. You ain't never seen nothing like this before a day in your life, Ray. Okay, you know. So he goes on. Now watch this. This is where things get interesting. This is where things get very interesting. Pay attention. Bessent, in his address to the IITF, outlined what he called a blueprint to restore equilibrium to the global financial system and the institutions designed to uphold it. Specifically, the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund. They go on to say here, he says, the IMF and World Bank have enduring value. Right. So they just, he's just, trying to not piss too many people off. But then he says, but mission creep has knocked these institutions off course. We must enact key reforms to ensure the Bretton Woods institutions are serving their stakeholders, not the other way around. Now, you guys know that the IMF and the World Bank are the children of the Bretton Woods Agreement, which is the brainchild of Edward Maynard Keynes and Harry Dexter White. If you read my book, my report, the Patriot Report, Unmasking the Conspiracy of Money and War, available on Amazon now, you would know all of this. If you're a student of my work and tracking down the money in the United States of America, you know that the Bretton Woods Agreement is the reason why the IMF and the World Bank following World War II was a thing, okay? Now, it's also the reason why we came off the gold standard, but that's another story for another day. Go get my book. The link is in the chat. Thank you, fan page. He said that intentional policy choices by other countries have hollowed out America's manufacturing sector and undermine our critical supply chains, putting our national and economic security at risk. This is true. It's been true for a long time. He says President Trump has taken strong action to address these imbalances and the negative impacts they have on Americans. This status quo of large and persistent imbalances is not sustainable. It is not sustainable for the United States and ultimately is not sustainable for other economies. This is all true. There's no cap, okay? Then it says here on CNBC, say Bessent called out the World Bank for lending to nations that have advanced economic growth, including China. He said the World Bank continues to lend every year to countries that have met the criteria to graduate from the World Bank borrowing. There is no justification for this continued lending. It siphons off resources and higher priorities and crowds out the development of private markets. It also disincentivizes countries' efforts to move away from the dependency on the World Bank and toward job-rich, private sector-led growth. Bessent added, going forward, the bank must set firm graduation timelines for countries that have long since met the graduation criteria.
China!
Treating China, the second largest economy in the world, as a developing country is absurd. China borrowing money? Don't they print money? Why are they taking loans out from the World Bank? Why are we treating China like a third world country? China's been getting over for way too long. Okay, so not only are we in the middle of the tariff war, not only in the middle of a trade war, not only are we in the middle of a Cold War, okay, not in the middle of a Cobalt War, a territory war, a Taiwan war, a Hong Kong war. Now we are dealing with the international bank war, saying, "Yo, get your hand out my pocket, Mr. Chen. Get your hand out my pocket. What are we doing? Taking loans?" They conclude here and say, while it has been at the expense of many Western markets, China's rise has been rapid and impressive, he said. If China wants to play a role in the global economy commensurate with its actual importance, then the country needs to graduate. We welcome that. Yeah, it's time for them to graduate. Yeah. China, grow up.
China!
Grow up, okay? You've been sucking on the Western's tit for too long. It's time to figure it out. It's time to kick you out the nest. Sick of this shit.
China.
Sick of China. Get your shit together. We got a world global Illuminati council to run here, and you're fucking it up, okay? This is Westernism, damn it. You know? The fuck are we doing? The fuck are we doing? Anyway, that concludes our finance update of the day. If you want to, we're about to talk about business development. Okay, we're about to talk about business development. We're going to clip that part out. But YouTube, come over to Kick. I'm about to talk business development. I just found the most genius marketing plan ever. And we're about to share it right now. Kick.com/The Griff Report. Shout out to King Jae for the clips.